80% of the people I come in contact with just so selfish, like just are dicks.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, in their own way. I just adopt the mindset of trying to understand why they're a dick. You know, like everybody likes the people at the DMV are the worst. Yeah, because they're fucking facing the public every day. And all of you are fucking assholes.
They're terrible. Everybody's terrible.
What's good?
I guess I'm kind of like unfazed these days, like by revelations that somebody did something imperfect.
There's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
Especially if they're in the public eye. It already takes a weird person to want to be in the public eye. And so to have them do something that is inappropriate according to the standards of society, that should be expected in most cases.
Don't touch me again. I'm asking you not to touch me.
Oh, he'll beat me up.
I didn't say that.
I know I am, but he's so mad. You're not going to silence me. Rubio just threatened to physically take care of me.
Right, and then to hear that like they're unpleasant or, you know, whatever, you're like, yeah, you know, I mean, that's like bred through ripples and ripples of this industry. It's not just like, oh, the talent's unreasonable. It's like, dude, there are assholes in every department. There's assholes at all levels. It all, you know, just rolls around and gets on everybody. So everybody's covered in shit. So, you know, it looks glamorous, but like when you realize the people that you have to be around just to work on like a set, you would be difficult too.
Well, don't just ask him. Don't look at me and go, I don't know. We're not having a conversation. I'm asking him, what is a finger style?
Sure. I mean, everything you just said just sounds like the history of America. That sounds like we've always been assholes. There was never a moment in time in which we weren't assholes in America.
You lose, American asshole.
You just pick a person in American history and you'll find the reason why either they were an asshole or the people around them were an asshole.
Right, dude. I mean, I don't know why, like, I try not to be cynical or, you know, like, if I really just walked around knowing the percentage of people that are assholes, I would be miserable and unpleasant most of the time, which I am. So.
What's happening?
He's a regular.
I love your work in NYPD Blue.
Everybody thinks that they are the only person. They are the lead in this movie. Everyone else is background. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, good for you. I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. Give me a fucking answer.
The people who I've never spoken to will ask me questions directly about their accounts as if I am the only person who handles their account, and that is the only account that we handle.
My name is Macintosh.
I know.
It's astounding. I'm like, can we catch up for a second? What's your name?
You buy me? Can I get an appetizer, please?
Straight up. Like if the phones, like if the public really knew how they made people on the other side feel, which I think they do because they have jobs too. So if you're like an asshole on the phones or in customer service and you like work in either of those capacities, you deserve whatever you got there. Like that's just bad karma. But yeah, I mean, basically, if you face the general public 80% of the time, they are going to like approach you with a punch in the face. A whatever energetic punch in the face. And then you have to stand there and take it.
I mean, and that could be that. I mean, I could easily make an argument that this would be a weird thing to argue, like if I was in court or some shit like that. But like, that's one of the fundamental issues with the First Amendment, right? Is that at our very first core level as Americans, at the very like the atomic level, neutron level, we are born and bred to believe that the thing that we think or the thing that we do is the most important thing because it is our thing. It is our First Amendment, the very First Amendment right that I am able to open the door to my house, turn my car on and go wherever the fuck I want to go. And if you get in my way, you're infringing upon my ability to be free. And if you base it that a decision is either a decision that gives you freedom or puts you in chains, then the stakes are so high. And I remember the same thing working in the restaurant in Times Square. Like the stakes were so high for people.
Out of order. I show you out of order. You don't know what out of order is, Mr. Trash. I'd show you, but I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too fucking blind. If I were the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place.
Like, just if you didn't get their drink order right, like you messed up their entire day, their entire experience as a human being, you messed it up. And it's like, why are the stakes this high? And it's because that dollar bill that they're putting on that table, they worked hard for it and they feel like they earned a freedom. And it's your job as the server or your job as the customer service person to anticipate everything about them and make them feel special as if their First Amendment right as a customer is better or higher than your First Amendment right as the business or the person who's serving or whatever.
Oh, look at my African American over here. Look at him.
It's like almost at the core, which is why, I can't not agree with you. Like, having done a lot of customer service jobs, it's hard to not end the day being like, fuck everybody. I hate all of y'all motherfuckers.
All right, there's my flare, okay? And this is me expressing myself, okay? There it is.
I mean, I if I was to list out, I would guess I have worked over 300 jobs.
No, that's a bit of a problem.
Maybe even more. You know, I don't know. If you add up all the gigs, if you add up all the like temp contracts, if you add up like just all of the things that I've done to make money, the part-time shit, the side hustles, dude, I've worked in so many industries, and I am public facing and have grown a pretty high tolerance and patience for like people not being aware of like how they treat other people. But I feel like I will never be the person that like can just detach and will shut down. Like, I will do it to fuck you in a way, you know, like I will be like the fake guy that acts like a computer if you're being a dick to me.
But to face. But to face.
But I'm being pleasant. I can do that, like if that's really the game you want to play. But most of the time, I'd be more effective if you just let me say to this person what needs to be said to this person and let me get to the core of what they really need. We'll solve the problem, but like, I'm not gonna sit here and be treated like shit because you are not in front of me.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
Being a manager at that Times Square restaurant, like, there comes a line where you can't be really, if you're gonna be effective at your job, you really cannot acknowledge the lunacy of the person in front of you.
I've never agreed with psychiatry, ever. Before I was a Scientologist, I never agreed with psychiatry.
In the sense of like, you have to just plow straight through it. So if someone's like, I had people threaten to get me fired all the time. And I would just be like, okay, that's fine. My name is Kyle Robert Carter. My vice president's name is Carl Clements. The phone number here, I'll give you the card. Here's his card. If you would like to get me fired, give Carl a call. I guarantee it's not going to go well for you because I'm one of the best employees here. So how can we continue to solve the problem today? I would love to figure out a way that I can help you, you can help me, and we can make your experience. And if it's not, tell you what, I'll just pay for your meal. Because at this point, you're causing me enough strife that I'm ineffective for the customers who want to be here. So I'd rather deal with talking to the general manager about why I comped an $80 meal just to get you the fuck out of the door, because you're costing everyone else money in the building by wasting the table.
So say good night to the bad guy. Go on.
So it's like, at some point, you just gotta go straight to it.
Bro, you know, I the only thing that I can be public facing about anymore are like the projects that I do. Like, it's I can still sell the jokes to the public.
A newborn calf was born that looks a lot like Gene Simmons from Kiss. I don't know if this guy looks like Gene Simmons from Kiss. I think it looks more like a more Gene Simmons.
I paid my dues. I know ins and outs of the working world. You know, I'm out of that. I'm too old. Like 35 is Too old.
Too old. That's what that's why Grace is doing this yoga thing. Cause I told her I can't go back, man. I know that there's working in these industries, you know, oftentimes you'll see 40, 50, 60-year-old people. You know, I've worked next to a 70-year-old servant before, you know, and I respect whatever reason you need to do it. I'm not going to tell you that I have no judgment for you. You live in whatever life you need to live, but it's not going to be me, bro.
We got canned fruits and vegetables, canned fish and meats, hot and cold cereals, Post Toasters, cornflakes, sugar puffs, Rice Krispies, oatmeal, wheat, thin, and cream of wheat. You got a dozen jugs of black molasses. We got 60 boxes of dried milk, 30 12-pound bags of sugar. How'd you like some ice cream, Doc? Sociable, angle rolls, and some kinds of happy.
Mr. Sandman.